Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll run it on the taunts. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly
I don't want to know.
that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a... missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
368!
Play action now. Dalton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Dalton here from the gun. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's Jones. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run with Henderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Goff. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
All right. Come on out. DC.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Hopkins, strong running. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. A man who played on this very field for USC, Everson Griffin, in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL tackle for Long. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. He finds an opening past the 40. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play there for the Bengals. 45 yards on the ground. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Here you go, 368.
They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Going up top. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
12, 12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12, 12. Jester.
On 1st down, gone. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here you go, 368. Heavy. Go. We're good.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Throw left side on target to Thielen. A good pickup there at 22.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact and he'll go deep.
Dalton now to pass to Mixon on the check down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Steps away to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And the Rams getting set to go now. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Starting left here. Tiger.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Like 20. Twos. Starting left here. 76, tell him. 76. 76. Cut.
2nd and 10. Goff again. And his pass incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have is chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
14. Super. Good.
From the gun, here's Goff. But he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
DC. Let's go, 12, let's go. Shell. 14.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Goff now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Super 66.
Goff on third down. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Off play action. Here's Goff. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 37.
368.
Here's Dalton. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals add on to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He gets it to Cooks. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now Henderson. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, lift!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 down.
From the 50, it's gone. Over the middle, he finds Henderson complete. The 20. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. First and 10 for Dalton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone. You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful. Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
There you go, 368. 368.
Second and 10. Dalton once more. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught at the 25. A big play there for Cincinnati. 53 yards. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone.
368.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops. Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20.
44. 44. Here you go.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
368. 368.
From the gun, Dalton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack, and now it's third and long for Dalton and the Bengals. waiting from the gun. Dalton. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Like 20. Go. 5. Motion. Set.
Out of the gun. Goff. And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. What? 180. 17 guy. Check him out. He's going to sit right over the middle. Watch the middle. Coming. I'm coming.
From the red zone now, Goff. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Like 20. Hard ball. 11.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Carl Lawson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now it's Zerline to try the Ram field goal. This one from 48 yards away. And Zerline's kick is good. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Dalton, 1st and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On the carry is Henderson. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Again, it's Henderson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to.
This is caught inside the 15. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's Henderson, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
There you go, 368.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Over here. Heavy.
blitz does come. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A shotgun snap for Goff. Airing it out deep for Woods. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, gone. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. Goff now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Now it's gone. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
The Rams on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 11.
180, 12, 12, 12, 12. 17, 17, 17. 45. Hard ball.
Now gone. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
We're good. Over here, over here. We're good.
Dalton here from the gun. His throw incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now Goff. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. But with that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
180. Ball. Shell. Tiger.
Now Goff on 1st down. Flush to his right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
14.
2nd and 10. Goff again. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Super 66. Tiger.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down, and of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
5-0.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And he puts it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, eluding the tackle. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. And he's got it up and through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
They go 368.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
368.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Samson Ebukam in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. On 1st down, Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Second down, Dalton. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And give him a gain of 37. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Oh, passing it. Dalton. Incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Go, on the ball! On the ball! Hey, 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 hey! Pull down, pull down, pull down. Heavy, heavy, heavy.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And that is incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to let it fly, and that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for L.A. And even 50 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 14. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Try to get it to Woods. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense. Now
they'll run it on the toss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Not running. Dalton wants to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
368! Side. There you go. 93, 52, 93, 44.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Mark Barron coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
368! Side. Heavy. 2 by 2. Move. Let's get this ball back. 368! We got 5-6.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the pressure gets to him again. Dante Fowler in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long.
368! Over here.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? He's going to go for it, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bengals, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile,